All right, this video, we're going to use a call team drop down, and we'll use an example of a condition. We'll use sciatica because it's on the screen. And we're going to talk about how these questions should be perceived or felt by the person on the other line of the phone, right? Someone you can't typically see, you're just hearing them. Remember, they're here for a condition. They're not coming in to learn about all of the connections that we know through chiropractic, like brain gut health and all these like headaches and neck pain and gut pain, sciatica. That's fine if the conversation goes there, but they're here because they have curiosity on an ad they clicked on, and the ad is a condition specific ad. Yeah. So for sciatica, if Dr. John's on the phone and I'm talking to him, my first question would be, all right, so like this, Doctor. Let's say that I asked him, like, hey, Dr. John, skip ahead here because let's say I asked you, hey, Dr. John, this is Dr. Himsel about a connection, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I see you clicked on our ad at Facebook, yada, yada, sciatica. You have a few minutes to answer my questions. Yes, yes. So we're past all that, right? And I said, tell me a little bit about what's going on. He already told me a little bit about what's going on. He's got some pain going down the legs, and it's kind of, blah, 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 bothering him. I know you play Frisbee and that kind of thing. So let's say I know all that. So then I would go through this question. If he didn't already say it, I would say, all right, Dr. John, so if I heard you right, did you say the pain was on the right side, or is it left side, or is it both legs?
Yeah, right side.
Right side. Okay. Does that pain go past the knee at all?
Yeah, sometimes it'll go to the calf.
Okay, so it gets past the knee.
Yep.
Right. And does it ever get into the foot?
Oh, really rarely. Yeah, hardly ever.
So sometimes it does.
Yeah, but maybe 3 times in the last 30 years. So
okay, think about that for just a minute. When it got into the foot, do you remember if it was the entire foot or certain toes?
I was just on the outside of the foot.
Just on the outside. Okay. All right. Gotcha. And the pain, you said when you do get it, is sharp, right?
Yes.
Or is it more dull? More sharp?
Yeah, sharp.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. How long have you been having this pain? You mentioned your recent flare, but how long have you been having it?
Since my late 20s, so 35 years.
Okay. And you clicked on our ad obviously because you think you might have sciatica. Have you been diagnosed with sciatica before?
Yeah, I have had chiropractic care before, and they did.
So it's chiropractic diagnosis?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It's been a long time.
Okay.
10 years, 15, something
okay.
like that.
And have you had any treatment for it?
Yeah, I mean, I was under chiropractic care then.
Besides chiropractic, right? Have you done PT, stretching, that kind of thing?
No.
Did the chiropractic help you at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it got me out of pain. And
100%. Great. That's awesome. So your last adjustment, was it, you said years ago, was it because you moved or what? Why aren't you still seeing a chiropractor?
Well, I felt better.
Gotcha. All right. So, Dr. John, what it sounds like you got going on is it sounds like you have sciatica, right? And the big thing is that your spine is like a lifeline, right? Your spine protects the nerves that come off of it. So if you can imagine, your spine is stacked up like a bunch of bones, and it's just like blocks, like Jenga blocks, right? And if any of those Jenga blocks like start moving out of position, everything buckles, right? Well, your spine doesn't buckle. But in between those blocks are nerves that come out on both sides. You follow?
Yep.
And those nerves, the sciatic nerve is actually a big nerve that if you were to trace it back to the spine is like a bunch of smaller nerves that come together. So if you have, a cable wire?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you cut a cable wire in half, Dr. John, those tiny little fibers inside?
Yeah.
Those tiny little fibers are like the fibers, like your nerves that come off of the spine.
Gotcha.
And they come together and form the big cable, which is like your sciatica.
Okay.
The problem is those tiny ones are coming off the spine, and if your spine has gotten out of position and it's starting to break down, then that shifting is hitting the nerve. But if we don't know exactly what level that nerve is being hit at precisely, we don't know how to correct it for good. You
Gotcha.
Follow?
Yes.
And so sometimes people go around, they get adjustments in chiropractic, but they don't get to the root cause of it. And in chiropractic, when your spine moves around and it shifts, it starts to get stuck. And that has a name. It's called a subluxation. Okay? It's a fancy word, but what it means is your spine is damaged. It's stuck. If we know that you have a subluxation and we know precisely which of those small little cable nerves or fibers are being irritated, and we remove that subluxation, we give you the exercises to do, your sciatica is gone for good. right? And if you protect it the right way, then you don't have to worry about it coming back. If you get the right kind of chiropractic care and you get the right kind of exercise, it will hold longer.
Gotcha.
You follow?
Yep.
So on the advertisement, we talked about our state-of-the-art technology, and we talked about that thermography scan. It gives us instant feedback. It's a scan that takes seconds. It gives us instant feedback about those little nerve fibers. Where exactly are they coming out? Which ones have the most inflammation? If we figure that out with the rest of our testing, you're going to be pumped that you clicked on this ad and we're speaking today. Okay?
Yep.
So what we've got going is we've got vouchers. I've got 10 vouchers left. I'll sell them out today. And those vouchers are good for 2 visits in our office. The first visit is going to include an entire consultation with our doctors. We want to hear your history. We're going to find out exactly what could have participated in that injury and some of the damage that maybe is old, okay? And then we're going to go through all of the testing on that visit as well. Now, x-rays are separate if they're needed, but the doctors will tell you that, and they'll determine that based off the state-of-the-art technology that's telling us exactly where the nerve inflammation is coming from.
Okay.
You follow?
Yep.
The second visit, the doctor's going to get together and put all the information together. They're going to give you an extremely thorough report to find out exactly where your problem's coming from. If they can help you, they're going to tell you how long is it going to take to get better. What are your costs? How does insurance work? All the questions you're probably thinking about right now, they're going to answer every single one of them for you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, normally on day one with the x-rays and testing, you're looking at over $1,000 fee. We have a $49 Facebook voucher. That's good for the next 10 people. That $49 covers you for both visits, like I said, minus the x-rays. Right.
Okay.
Based upon what you're talking about, Dr. John, sounds like you've got sciatica. Highly recommend we get the examination done. Would you like to go ahead and get that scheduled today?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get this going. So I'm going to need your first name, blah, blah, blah. You go in from there, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, does that help you, Michael?
Yeah.
If you're using this to segue into
The offer.
no subluxation
Oh, yeah.
and then the testing.
Yeah.
And I'm using my hands in this video so you can do the same thing. If I walk in here and I see you using your hands, bingo, you're getting it. You're trying to give them a visual, but you're breaking it down methodically.
Yeah.
Your progressions, right? So
Yeah.
you've got blow steam, high energy introduction, right? Awesome. Some of what's going on. I'm sorry you got sciatica, emotional connection, blow steam, Then you go through these questions, but you got to listen really well because you might have said some of these things and you might even be taking notes so you don't sound silly. I almost got caught when I asked if he had any treatment, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but I was like, hey, he did say that, but I wasn't listening. So I
Yeah.
went back and said, oh, I meant other doctors. You have other doctors, PT, whatever. Then I segue into the subluxation. I segue into the nerve inflammation, specific testing. Where's the irritation at? Where's the rub? Yada, yada, yada. You got it? And then you tie into what they get out of it day 1 and day 2. And you talk about the vouchers. I got 10 left. I'll sell them out, but you're not overly selling them. What you're really looking for is, are they interested enough, right?
Clock.
Yeah. Are they interested in enough? Do they really want what you have to offer?
Yeah.
Because you can give them a little push away, right?
Yeah.
Try that out, guys.